you shared this idea of 10 and 20-second rule about when you
Mhm.
think about creating dashboards. I wanted to make sure that we touched on that because we hadn't done that yet. I thought it was just a great thing to think about for people to kind of grab.
Yeah, and full disclosure, I don't take credit for that. I had gotten that concept years ago, and really, really took it to heart when that one was told to me. And I put it in the context that there are different types of end users. So, to be clear, yes, you've got some full-on analysts that are going to want to dive deep into the data, build, give them the extra license that lets them dive deeper into the data. Again, it's all controlled data, so you know that whatever they dive into is still accurate. But they're going to want to go, they're going to want to go a little bit deeper into the data than say the average user that's just looking at dashboards. So, our general users and the general rule of thumb is you've got 10 seconds to understand what you're seeing on the dashboard, and within 20 seconds, you should be able to take action. And that really became clear when we transitioned our scheduling meetings. So we have a specific product, one of our bigger products here. We have weekly scheduling meetings to talk about, what's going on this week, what's going to be going on next week, talk about any customers that we have to worry about, if we're going to be moving things up into production or moving back into production. And those meetings used to be an hour and a half long. Everybody used to pull their information out of the ERP, manipulate it however they did in Excel, and then 15 or 20 people would get in a room and they'd start talking about what the schedule is going to be like for this week and next week. And when we transitioned and pulled all of that information in from a scheduling standpoint, brought that into one single dashboard, what happens now is we're down to about 30 minutes. The what's taking place now is everybody gets on a Teams call, and the first thing that happens is the dashboard gets opened up, and you can see what's going on with the dashboard. You can see, everybody understands, again, everyone understands what colors are going on, and we start looking at our schedule from day to day, and action items are taken and delivered, within seconds of seeing what's going on. So the questions about, what's going on, are we going to meet that? Do we have, enough people to handle it? What used to be action items that would then happen after an hour and a half, and then the answers to all those questions had to come back after the meeting because it took so long just to even go through the information before. Now it's presented in such a way that everyone can see what's going on. The spike of where an issue might be is immediately brought up. You can see it right in front of you. Everybody's engaged in, that particular issue, and everybody's taking action. No one's questioning the information anymore. No one has to go back and find out why that may have happened. The answers are right there. So to take 15 or 20 people, over an hour and a half into 15 or 20 people into a half an hour, and now they're, they didn't do any prep work before the meeting, and they don't have to do any prep work or post work after the meeting because they've already taken action. They've already answered what the actionable steps are going to be because that information has presented.